Hey guys, I think I should be alive right now. Let's check. I think I should be live right now, right? Yep, I'm fucking live. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay, what the fuck? The fuck is going on? Here it is. Let me just change this. There we go. Now I should be fucking okay. Hmm. So let's talk about the cosmology of One Punch Man. Where did I start it up? Damn, no one. Damn. I'm just gonna fucking wait until people actually fucking arrive. Hmm. Anyway, Shawty, oh. Okay, I don't know what the fuck am I doing. The One Punch Man fucking universe is 5D. How about that? My chain ain't fake because I don't have one. Bruh. Yo, Toa and Starla. How are you guys? Oh, Celestial joined up as well. Hey guys, how are y'all? Technically, yes, because I already established in my previous videos that the chapters themselves got retconned, but the abilities and cosmology doesn't necessarily get retconned. Hello, Sun. I'm just gonna call you Sunny Time. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I will be using retcon chapters as well. And if you guys have any questions, you can also ask them. Anyway, this is the picture you're seeing just right now is my interpretation of the cosmology. And from what I have seen, this is the only biggest, highest scaling I can give to a One Punch Man right now. There is the universe, then there is the subspace which Blast usually travels around in. Then there is the hyperspace from which is from the Redcon story, from which Empty Void attacks from. And then there's the entirety of space time, which will technically make the cosmology 5D. Hmm. I will also be uploading a video of One Punch Man, sorry, Saitama running the one Dragon Ball Gauntlet tomorrow because I had to delay it due to the timing. Like the timing was really bad. Also, if you're gonna comment, do note that some of the words are banned. Like the auto moderation automatically deletes some of the messages if you're using slurs like the N word, the F word, and stuff. So be sure not to add those words if you're typing some comments. Hmm. Man, my throat is not fucking well. Okay, so let me just get those pictures. Scans, One Punch Man scans. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, here is it. Blast versus Cosmic Girl. Empty Void here, there. Yeah, so here's one. Here's two. And here's three. Anyway, if you. Never mind, this is the wrong picture. Yeah, from here you can literally see that the empty void is in a higher dimension attacking the lower dimension. Now, if you want to think those bubbles are like fucking space times, yeah, sure, go ahead. But for me, those are basically what you call them seeker orbs, which allows you to see certain sections of the universe. Yo, Jazzy, you want to join up? Let me just send this link. Here's the other scan, literally showing you that He's outside of space time. Sorry, outside of the universe. Now, yeah, if you want to consider that those bubbles represent space time, it won't really change the cosmology, just the hierarchy. This will make the universe and subspace space time, the hyperspace, like a more of a higher dimension. That will make the hyperspace 5D. If you think those bubbles represent space times, if not, then this is basically the other version of the cosmology. Damn, what the fuck? The fuck is this? Never mind. I'm not saying, aside from God, basically no one scales to 5D. And I'm not saying that Saitama or Blast or anyone scales to 5D. No, I'm just only talking about the cosmology itself. The cosmology of One Punch Man is at least 5D, even if wanna, ignore other dimension and stuff. Even if you don't consider it 5D, it's still at least 4D because it's a fucking space time. But we do know that the universe itself has a higher dimension, which is the hyperspace from which empty void attacks, and that is within the space time, which will make space time from 5D. I made this myself to give you a idea of the cosmology. This is not a real scan or something. This is just my interpretation of the cosmology of One Punch Man. Yo, the one. How about? I'm good, bro. What about you? I'm literally not well right now. Like here, you can literally see he's attacking from the higher dimension. This is the exact same dimension that Blast talks about of being higher dimensional. Let me get that scan real quick. Pretty sure I had it somewhere. Hyperspace, subspace, blah blah blah. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, bro. Anyway, this is the scan that literally says that the empty world is interfering from a higher dimension where God exists. Now, this exact translation, I don't think is accurate, but higher dimension, no matter what translation you use, is always mentioned. Meaning, this dimension is basically a 4D realm, which will make the entire space time 5D. Now, where did that go? Just a second. Yeah, I know you literally. Oh, Hypothetical anime Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta versus Broly from Full Power movie. I'm gonna give it to, if you're talking about current. Sorry, you are talking about current Vegeta. If you're the current Vegeta will technically defeat Broly from the movie. Vegeta got it because the current version of him is miles stronger than the one from the movie. I still haven't read that comic, so I'm not gonna comment on this. But sure, pre-Red Khan is equal to Toa, but that doesn't really mean he can defeat Toa. All this just means that he's equal to him in power and stuff. Nerfing a character doesn't really justify him being stronger than the creator of all of the Marvel universe, by the way. Just so you all know, I have Saitama at Universal Plus. It's definitely Boros and Garuba. Gara and Boros are technically interchangeable in my ranks, but I'll give it to Boros because let's say I'm biased for him. Like, I just glazed Boros straight up. And on my second on my list is definitely Garo. Movie Orange Piccolo versus Full Power Broly. I'll have to give this to Broly, not gonna lie. I have to give this to Broly because if we go by what was shown in the anime, the last time Piccolo ever saw Goku was in the tournament of, no, sorry, yeah, he did saw them in the Broly movie for the last time, and he compared the androids to Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta. He also will kind of make sense to imply Gogeta as well, but I don't think he will be considering Blue Gogeta or anything else. Yo, Jazzy,
It was good, bro.
how are you? Just talking about how Orange Piccolo versus Broly gonna go.
Yeah, I'm just playing Duel Links.
Yeah, I know. I will be making a diagram for that verse as well. The Adventure Time. It's actually fucking busted. Full power Jiren and Cell Max. Yeah, this is definitely Jiren. In terms of power, Cell Max has it, but Jiren will definitely win because Cell Max literally doesn't have a fucking brain. He's a fucking wild beast. So, in my current interpretation of the Adventure Time scale, he's basically hyperversal. Gob is basically hyperversal. That I do have to fucking research because I don't think a lot of people agree with the hyperversal Adventure Time. But even if he's not hyperversal, he's definitely complex multiversal. 7D or 8D, I think. This one is kind of hard because I don't know much about Lucifer, and Ruin King Thor is like the equivalent of Cosmic Armor Superman. So I'm gonna
No.
I'm not gonna
I
comment
heard
on
that
this.
was Superman, and I'm like, uh.
Yeah, I know. But Ruin King Thor is the equivalent of basically fucking cosmic armor Superman in the Marvel universe.
Now, speaking of which, bro, do you want me to tell you, you know something stupid I heard, bro?
Yeah, sure.
Yo, this man, bro. So you know how on VSBW, um, to like get complex multi, no low complex multi, you basically have to create affect, create, or destroy a structure that is um, hold on, give me a moment. I'm trying to remember, like a five
5D.
dimensional real coordinate space, right?
Yeah.
Bro, this man comic creator said that five dimensional real coordinate space does not exist.
Wait, what?
Oh my
He
god.
said that space, five-dimensional space, does not exist.
Yo, no, I need to send this. I need to send this in the in the server, bro. This is the funniest stuff ever, bro. He's actually trying to say VSBW series system is reliable.
No, he did not just say that. He did not just say that. Alien X, even at the low ball, was never 30D to begin with. As for his low ball, he's at best 26 dimensional. Sorry, 27 dimensional because he's like spatially above the Nalgians.
He said 5D real coordinate space is just a made up BS fandom word.
Can you like fucking send the screenshot? Let me check it out.
Okay, man, I got you.
How much of the cosmology does current Saitama and adapted cosmic goddess scales to? Basically, the hyperverse, like they're 4D. So if you wanna, they're universal plus, but if you wanna, factor in the exponential growth of Saitama, then that will make them low multiversal. It's a fan-made version of Saitama, but basically he's outerversal. If you just want to ignore the OC fallacy and stuff, then he's basically outerversal. Yeah. Humbert got it because we literally saw a stronger version of Goku get hooked by him. Yeah, this is because the cosmology of the Terra 3 universe literally shows you and tells you that there is absolute infinity, and then Garo and Saitama literally transcends above the universe, which would the transcendence will make them outerversal, and that kind of realm has like multiple of those universes.
Yo, bro, check what I was in game.
What the fuck? 5D structure is a low complex multi. I will send you definitions. 5D real coordinate space is literally a made up BS fan word. They are morons. Illusory space only has countable finite numbers of dimensions. He does realize that he also said there could be fucking higher dimensions, like more access to them, right?
Thank God. I don't think he understands that 5D real coordinate space is a real thing, by the way.
That's what I'm saying. The guy he's referencing also pretty much says that there are higher dimensions and if there are more axes in the space, like that's just
According to
an
the comic
exercise.
creator, the fifth dimension that doesn't exist.
How the fuck can he say this? Like the
So why
concept
is
of
the
the concept of hyperspace was made because of the theory of relativity. And hyperspace is verbatim fucking four dimensional. That alone will make the space time continuum five dimensional. So that doesn't even sorry, make fucking sense about his fucking comment. I don't think Drip Sauce does philosophical debates, but I think if he does, he will lose against Tron. I already made a diagram about the a single macrocosm of the Dragon Ball universe, which alone is eight dimensional. And if you factor in the entire timeline of that, that will make the entire timeline nine dimensional. So yeah, a single timeline would be nine dimensional in the Dragon Ball universe. Going by my interpretation, where does the dimension between
Yeah.
where does the dimension between time and space scales in OPM? Which one are you referring to? It kinda isn't because he mixes up different concepts, which like makes his fucking cosmology fall on itself. Like he also mentions one Newman universe, absolute infinity, and then other infinities, which just breaks his cosmology apart. Yo, Jazzy, what do you think about the One Punch Man universe? Like, where do you scale it?
I'm not
Or
skilled
I'm not
One Punch
skilled.
Man, bro. All I've been seeing is Galaxy level One Punch Man.
Do you agree that the retcon chapters can still be used because it is literally shown that the abilities do not get changed even if the characters got retconned?
Do I agree with
Or
that?
do I
Yeah.
agree with that? Yeah.
And Saitama in the retcon chapter was able to stop the four-dimensional attack by empty void. That will make him 4D. So wouldn't that just upscale him to Universal Plus?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Yeah, this is the thing I always argue about, but a lot of people don't agree with this because they think the retcon chapters doesn't really count. Everything in them is just non-canon.
Kaku
Even though
made
Rod,
Bakuman
Goku
Goku.
versus Granola. Man, Kaku made Goku is literally like he's not that strong, man.
Kakume Goku is basically Super Goku but nerfed.
This is literally just Super Goku, but with a different name change in his forms, bro.
Yeah, literally. As for Garlic Jr. versus Boros, I have to give it to Boros. Actually, never mind. Now that I think about it, the Garlic Jr. saga happened after the Saiyan saga, and Vegeta is already solar system level, so yeah, I think Garlic Jr. got it.
Yeah, Boros is like planet level.
I mean, I have him at star level, so that can go either way. Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus GT Super Saiyan 4 Goku. ROF Resurrection of Frieza. Then yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Goku got it.
Yeah, bro. We need to stop glazing GT, bro.
GT is. I'm not saying that GT doesn't stand a chance against Super, but it does not get past the Black Arc. Sorry, Goku Black Arc. It does not get past that.
Yeah. Granola,
And
I
Granola,
don't think
no.
y'all know what neg diffing is, bro. Like neg diffing is like a like presence diff. Granola doesn't neg.
Granola doesn't know.
yeah,
Does every character post Garlic Jr. saga in the movie have 4D attack potency and limited destructive AoE range? That's why it's a dynamic arc they can only destroy. I don't think Garlic Jr. scales to the dead zone, so I don't think that
yeah.
counts.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't agree that he scales to the dead zone, but the fact of the matter is he created the four-dimensional construct. So
You could say
this
You
anyone
can
shouldn't
say
can
anyone
scale to
can
the
go
bigger
to
solar
do it.
system, but they're not 4 dimensional though.
it is I mean it is literally stated to be a hyperspace. The point is this should imply that his key operates on a four-dimensional level at the very least, which will upscale everyone from there. I mean, that's what I used to scale Cell to Multiversal Plus and Frieza to Universal Plus.
Makes sense.
Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus I don't know about how Shadow Dragon arc maybe Super Saiyan 4 got it. Oh, you're talking about the GT versus Resurrection of. No, I don't think GT Goku from the sorry, 17 arc will beat Goku from the Resurrection of Frieza because, in my
For
opinion,
real,
a
it's
lot.
18 versus GT Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Why are we trying to bully 18, bro?
I don't know, but the point is, uh, in the Resurrection of F, Goku still have that Super Saiyan God within his base. If you don't agree with this, I don't blame you because it did got retcon in the anime version. But in the movie version, which is what you're, I think, referencing, he still has that Super Saiyan God power into his base,
Are you talking
which
about
will,
Saiyan Beyond God, I think?
yeah, which will imply that Super Saiyan 3 is just 400 times over Super Saiyan God power.
Yeah.
Yeah, which will just fucking no diff the entire GT realistically, but I'm not saying he doesn't get stand a chance. I mean,
OPM God versus Cosmic Armor. We cannot be serious. We cannot be serious.
now, if you think Cosmic Armor Superman is like scales to the entire cosmology of the DC universe, then he got it. But if you don't and think he's just a higher dimensional being above the space time, then
Bro,
it's a
this was getting hurt by somebody who had the power of 10 billion suns, bro. He's not all that gay.
I mean, yeah, but I think that was just a fucking gag, like or a misinterpretation of the power. I know Garlic Jr. key in nature is that high and only his creation feat scales to it. I just wanted to know if my reasoning on destruction AoE range and AP is correct or not. I mean, that's up to you. That's your opinion. I'm not saying it's correct or false because my own interpretation just assumes that him able to make a four-dimensional construct should give him four-dimensional power as well, which should upscale everyone from there. Gogeta versus Gogeta. I am gonna give this to Gogeta.
This is GT Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, like, come
I
on.
know, I know, I know, I know it's GT Gogeta, but I'm still gonna give him to him because the difference is that Gogeta is the equivalent of both strongest warriors fused into one times 100 into his base, and there's Super Saiyan on top of that. Do you think the remade the remade anime of Dragon Ball Super gonna add the Daima as canon? Like,
Hell
what if they did? What's your opinion on it?
I do not like Diamond Super Saiyan 4 at all.
Oh, I'm not talking about the design, but like the canonicity of it.
Can I? Oh yeah, look. I have Super Saiyan 3. I could go Super Saiyan 4, but I can't because I don't feel like it. I wouldn't really care as long as they make it make sense.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, then even with that 40 power, why does the doesn't you state that you need a power? Which statement are you referring to?
Super Saiyan, bro. Why? That's overkill. That's overkill.
That's literally overkill.
Like I guess we just hate Gohan, which is pretty reasonable, bro.
I don't hate Gohan. The only the
Well,
only thing
go
I don't like of
Gohan's own fans seem to hate him, bro. They seem to hate him whenever he's living a normal life, bro.
that's no yeah, I know about his fans, but the only thing I don't like about Gohan in general is his ideology about how life works. Like Goku is not gonna be always there to protecting his ass.
Yeah,
Which outer meta of Dragon Ball? I think I literally answered this with Megs in the previous stream. It's otherworld meta. But if you still can't defend that one, the summit meta is definitely the better one then.
I just use the Goku Black meta.
Yeah, that's the summit meta by Electron. There are, due to your analogy, why does the Daizenshu state that you need a power? I think you talk. That's not Daizenshu. That's El Manga Legendario. That's a different data book. But also, the statement itself literally doesn't really says that you explicitly need a power level of 10,000. All it says that if a power level of 10,000 can destroy a planet, then imagine someone with a power level of, sorry, high 500,000. It's just giving a comparison between power levels. It doesn't state that you explicitly need a power level of 10,000. You can literally fact check this. World is void by a most consistent meta. I mean, you can also use that, but uh, I'm not a really good defender, even on the afterlife meta, so I don't know about that one. But yeah, the three most best version of the outer metas you can use is the void, the summit, and the afterlife. But the afterlife is the most used and the most common one.
Like, afterlife, bro, people just don't know how to use it.
Yeah, that's the point. Black freeze over six. Again, this is just fucking overkill. They're not going to do anything
Black
against
Freeze
anyway.
versus Zero, yo.
Anyone from Heroes is just overkill against Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, like everyone.
Red X
Word
versus
express.
Goku Key in the comic creator.
About that subspace, I already explained in my previous stream that I'm not a fan of that because subspace usually means a parallel universe or a lower dimension within the universe. So I'm not gonna comment on this one. I don't know about one key. He does have his own ground. He does stand up to others when he debates. But comic curator, get him the fuck out of here. He's not doing shit. He literally ducked me simply for a discussion.
Curator. And then, oh my god.
I don't think the subspace meta is anywhere close. Yeah, that's the thing. Like subspace meta is nowhere close like the afterlife, the void, and the summit. Even then, if you want to use the subspace meta, which says there is no concept of space time, there's another meta you can use, which is the super space of fucking dead zone. It literally says in the anime that it's a spaceless, timeless dimension, but it also says that it's a super space, which in other words is a chojigen or super dimension.
Current base Goku with God Key versus Super Safe for Gogeta.
I already answered this that Gogeta will win. Never mind. You're talking about current based Goku. Sorry. Yeah, current based Goku got it.
What do you think? Why does comic creator downplay Dragon Ball so much? Is it for views? Because he also knows that he is wrong. And no, he believes that he's right, bro. Like
There is no.
there's no contradiction in his beliefs, bro. That man
They may
absolutely
absolutely
believes that
um
He's
that Goku
basically
is a galaxy level. Like,
he basically thinks that he's correct and the entire world is wrong. Like some people from his server literally started to understand that curator is wrong. One of them literally understood
he
that curator
doesn't
is
downplay that much, bro. He scaled Goku to 2D.
he has fucking Dragon Ball Super Goku at galaxy level.
No, he had
If
Oh,
you
he
Goku
had
wanna,
at yeah, bro. Yeah,
Oh,
Goku
yeah,
at
go.
2D galaxy level, bro.
that's the thing. Like if he has fucking Dragon Ball Super Goku at galaxy level, then if that's not a fucking downplay, then I don't know what is.
Like, what the fuck, bro?
In Dragon Ball topic versus my friend, literally every friend that I have on Discord and everywhere that knows about Dragon Ball will fucking beat me to it because they have better knowledge than me. Matter of fact, I think even Jazzy will beat me in this.
Nah, We had to see about that, bruh.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing on this because I myself said this that no, even if you want to up high ball GT, it's not getting past the Goku Black arc.
He uses
There,
He was
visual things
visual
like
there
things
Broly
is
like
does.
nothing.
Broly Dot.
Yeah, there is nothing wrong using visual things. He doesn't. It's nothing wrong about that. What he does is that he takes the visual in a literal sense, like he uses pixel scaling in the most absolute literal sense, and tries to justify that it's actually right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. He completely ignores the context that not only he got overpowered by Goku, Gohan, and Goten, but he was like not on guard and didn't know which way he was fucking going. Like
But
going by
Broly
his
But
own.
Broly
didn't
didn't
die
know.
to the sun. He died to something that surpassed his own attack potency and durability.
That's the thing. Like he actually died to the Kamehameha, not the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
what
the
we
Yeah,
thing.
that's
literally
what we
did.
wanted.
Yeah, that's what I said. Even he'll beat me.
Okay. Okay, wait. Actually, this might be because I know in the Heroes manga, GT Gogeta actually like slapped the shit out of Xeno Gogeta. I
I
remember
remember
this is on the Super Dragon Ball Heroes manga. We going by that, then yeah, sure, GT Gogeta can win.
I mean, didn't the manga version have like that statement of Xenogoku threatening all of time?
Yeah,
Then doesn't that mean he's like above GT Goku? Oh, sorry, GT Gojira?
yeah, but he was fighting the fusion of both Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta, and Goku, and he was just
he
slapping
was
him
slapped.
around. I mean, it was
I mean, it was all
he got possessed by this demon called, and he turned into Dark Gogeta, and Dark Gogeta was slapping him around. But then, Gogeta literally said that he was pretending to get possessed so he could see what Xeno Gogeta can do.
Oh
Gogeta.
yeah, yeah, I just remembered. Yeah, yeah. GT Goku would absolutely fucking dog shit on him.
Yeah, bro. GT Gogeta is absolutely busted for like that fucking reason.
By comic curator logic of stars and galaxies being small from the perspective V's glass, will mean you raising your hand compared to the sun makes the sun glow. I think you're talking about the perspective of the distance or something. The, the thing is, his own skills little debunks him. Like he said, just recently he made a pixel scaling of Earth. He said that Earth at best is like fucking the size of the moon in Dragon Ball. And that literally fucking debunked himself because Yamacha wasn't even giving you a realistic distance. All he was saying that it's miles away. And in the Japanese version, he literally said it's 10,000 kilometers away. Yo, unknown.
Yo, 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 what's up?
Oh no, it's good.
Why am I reading 5D OPM? Why?
The Megura was going to destroy the whole history. The fact that he was going to kill Zeno. I mean, technically, yes, because Zeno has like multiple versions in different timelines, and Demigura was going to destroy all of timelines, including history and stuff. So that should imply Zeno as well.
Well, no, not necessarily. Like you see Zeno when he erased the timeline, he basically erased the timeline from history and conceptually, and he was still
It was
there. So it's a very big jump in logic to say
No,
Zeno is
no,
going to die too.
yeah, but the point is, Demigura was going to destroy all of history, not just the timeline, but the history of timelines.
Yeah, but Virtue from Dragon Ball Big Bang Mission, Zeno will scale above that because we have like Blue Goku that was stronger than the Migra, and he was still weaker than Zeno. So
So
I
Zeno
mean,
will
Zen
still
will
technically,
still
upscale.
upscale.
yeah, but technically in Heroes, everyone is much stronger. Like take Chronoa for example. Xeno can erase a timeline. Chrono can hold multiple of those timelines. Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah, yeah. But
again, the
again,
defeat is gonna still to be below what the Mirror did,
I mean, yeah, you're correct
and
and
because Chronoa literally is afraid of Beerus. So
yeah,
you're not
yeah.
wrong on
So
your part as well.
so Zeno will skill upscale. So like you can just say he will erase everything,
Yeah, this
then
can just
Zeno
be
will
said.
see
Yeah,
him and erase him.
yeah,
So
this is true. Didn't read compare
again,
Xenogo.
Zeno
again,
is
Zen is
basically
basically
the top of the
No,
verse.
he's
I don't
talking about
think
the manga version, the art version, where Gogeta literally, the GT Gogeta literally fights a stronger version of Gogeta.
no, it's the art
noise
style.
that
He's
side.
saying art style.
Yeah, that's the thing. GT Gogeta will
Ah,
actually
that's the
fucking
thing.
down on him.
Yeah, Red. Red. Can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, why you are saying the upper space is five if is 4D?
Wait, what?
Why are you saying the hyperspace is 4D?
Because it's literally said in the manga that it's a higher dimension.
You
In the
still to have to
US
prove its
teacher to
size.
prove its size.
Here it is.
If
Blast
yeah,
explains
yeah,
that.
I know that,
I know
but if you don't prove the size, then it's just an insignificant higher dimension. It won't scale anyway. You have to prove that its size is at least like universal, because we can have higher dimension that are smaller than universal in size. And to qualify for a higher dimension, you have to prove it's a universal in size, or it's just like an unquantifiable higher dimension that amount to nothing. So
I mean,
you will have to
technically
prove.
you have to
speaking,
prove
yeah, I know you're talking about size, but the in-dimensionality, even if a dimension is finite in size, if a higher dimension is finite in size, it's technically still infinitely bigger than the 3D
Not
universe.
not
necessarily. You can still have something 4D that is actually smaller than the size than the universe size of 3D.
That's what
It
I'm
hasn't.
saying.
that's a
That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, the four-dimensional space, even if it's small, it still will be infinitely bigger than the 3D universe.
But not more complex nor more durable. You have to prove that the
to prove that the
significance of the
Yeah,
significance of the
but
hierarchy
other
the
galaxies
exists.
thing is,
existed.
Empty Word literally entered the space. It was shown like having countless of these observable universes. Sorry, seeking orbs, which shows you certain sections of the universes.
You will have to
You
prove
will have
that
to
it
prove that
contains
it
them. That is just an appeal to visual.
No, no, I'm not claiming that those bubbles contains separate universes. I'm saying those bubbles show you parts of the universes, like let's say some shows galaxies, some shows stars, some shows planets, and etc. Parts of the universes. Like take
Yeah,
portals for
can.
example. Take portals for example. One portal shows you Earth, the other portal shows you Venus or Mars, and etc.
yeah, I can understand your argument, but the problem is that you will have to prove that this hyperspace actually contains them. Like there is a statement, something.
So anyone can say anything if no one debunks, bro. I have been debunking, bro, for the longest time.
What? No, sorry,
No,
I didn't
sorry, I didn't.
understand.
Yeah, same here.
So, bro, anyone can say anything and no one debunks, bro. Like, okay. Okay.
No, I'm
No,
not
Bad as
following you.
not
I'm
comic
not
following you.
following
Not
you.
curated,
following you.
as bad as comic curated pixel scaling for Dragon Ball is, the pixel scaling one key did using the Dragon Ball RPG game data book statements of the entire cosmology is far more stupid. I mean, the RPG guidebook doesn't even state anything, give you any distance. All it does is just explain what Earth is, what just certain things about the cosmology, not everything. It doesn't give you actual distance, and
Yeah,
even
but
then,
Yeah, but
the Earth's actual distance, like actual size, has been given out in the Doctor Slump manga.
My problem with the RPG guidebook is that is not canon in any way. Like it's licensed by Shueisha, but it's literally made from by an American company, American people, that were giving like a data book for a RPG game. So you can even say, oh well, they were basing themselves upon the series or the Densho. They were not. So because if so, you will have to accept contradiction to power level and other things of the story. So the RPG guidebook is not canon in any way.
I don't know about canonicity because the RPG guidebook does have a statement that says that it's both licensed by the toy
Yeah,
animation
but
company.
I understand that, but something being licensed is not it don't mean it's canon. Like something to exist, it has to be licensed, or like you will
I
be
I
sued
know
by
I know
Shueisha.
I know the RPG guidebook is basically for a arcade game, but the thing is, most of the things in there are just an explanation of the cosmology. But
But
then
they are wrong.
again,
There are a
yeah,
lot of
I know,
things wrong.
I know, but it's outdated, so I'm not gonna argue against that. It's an outdated data book.
Yeah, you can like you again. The problem with that is we can't really take it for any information about the Dragon Ball manga. Like you can say, oh well, maybe these people interpretation of the cosmology is this, but that is not a fact. There is not Toriyama minds or Suesha minds. It's just the opinions of some Americans. It's like Bew Fury. Bew Fury is licensed. It's not canon. It's not possible canon. It's the same reason. American people that make a game and just put inside the game what they think is right. So
As for Hero's question, V's UI level, I mean, you need to actually tell us how much of a difference between Beast and Goku is. Like, we don't know how much a big difference between their level of you Ultra Instinct is. So I still have to give this to the Control Super Saiyan Full Vegeta. Just don't ignore that guy, bro. Comic creator is fucking dumb. Just ignore him.
yeah, the problem with the compressed universe is that he argue everything is compressed, but like for some case, Jumpeter is not compressed. For some case, just magically. So double standard.
The thing is, the evidence he used are literally fucking debunks himself, and he just uses them in a certain way to justify his own personal fucking interpretation of it.
Yeah, basically that. Yo, Red, what are you doing?
I'm not doing it. It's Jazzy, I think, typing something.
Oh yeah. Hi, Jazzy, that.
No good.
Oh, hello, Jazzy. I didn't see you. Oh.
Vegeta Fuselage. What am I looking at?
Like,
If
That's
if
like
funny.
guys,
These comments are stupid.
just saw a video of a guy saying that because when Trunks time travel, the whole timeline change. Then the whole timeline is just a one space time continuum. That is the point we came to.
this is
The
how
actual
we
state of debating.
which comment are you talking about?
No, video.
Oh, since you already said that pre-retcon what was Beyonder is equal to Toa, then he got it because presence is like fucking what the god of the singular universe, while he gets he gets fucking slammed by Perpetua and other beings. Then yeah, pre-retcon Beyonder got it.
Don't know much about DC scaling. I miss the old good time where the main debate was Goku against Superman. Anything else was just ignored. Only Goku and Superman.
Yeah, the thing is, everything in the DC universe and Marvel universe and in Dragon Ball universe, the main characters scales to everything to some level of extent. Like Superman has destroyed the source wall, and it's sometimes represented as the highest plane of existence. Sometimes, but other times it's the sixth dimension.
Yeah. Again, I think like we come to a point where even the basic logic of some cosmology are ignored just to downplay. Like take Dragon Ball. We have the universe, the how many space time there are in the universe? Three, four? I
3, 4.
don't
Yeah,
know.
three,
I don't
four.
know.
Three, four. Then obviously you have all this universe contained in a space. The space to contain all this universe and having them separated must be higher dimensional. You have a timeline with a temporal dimension that encompass all the other time dimension. So this time dimension is higher dimensional. Like it's very simple if you actually use the brain
Use the
instead of
brain instead of
I
just
know, but
going
just
against the
sometimes
going
narrative.
against narrative.
but sometimes that is not really the case. Like you can still contain multiple of those separate timelines in a dimension, and the dimension in question can still just be the same as the timelines rather than being a higher dimension. This is
Yeah, but
sometimes
the
the
Yeah,
case.
problem
but the problem
with the neutral zone is basically that you have this dimension that not only have a temporal dimension completely separated from the other because of heat time skip, but then you have not only multiple space-time that do not interact with each other. So you have the size, you have the time, and the time not being connected to any of the other universe. So that prove
that
Yeah,
the
that
higher
prove
dimension
the
yeah,
is in
higher
even
fact
dimension is in
significant.
fact significant.
yeah, that should prove, like, even the macrocosm is a higher dimension compared to the afterlife, because it contains the entire macro, like everything, afterlife, the universe, the dead zone, the hyperspace, everything. And my reasoning for that is that when Beerus and Goku were clashing, the statement about it was saying that it's a super dimensional fight, implying, and we literally see that it was going to destroy the entire macrocosm, which implies that the macrocosm is higher dimensional compared to the afterlife.
Yeah, yeah, there's no problem in that. Like, it's simple scaling.
Technically, he scales most of it. Like, if I'm correct, he also scales to the sixth dimension, which is in the current storyline is the highest dimension.
I will not say anything about DC scaling because, and again, I know nothing of it. So,
Not necessarily, because, but yeah, 6D is the best scaling for a lower interpretation, and out reversal, just like Dragon Ball, is a good scaling for it. But 6D, if you want to go with the lower interpretation, is a good scale for DC. Marvel is hyperversal to all the way up to ultraversal. It can even be layers into
now that I'm
ultraversal.
thinking about,
Yeah, go ahead. What were you saying?
no, I was just saying, I just checked, and is don't say that in One Punch Man that the hyperspace is an hyperspace. It's a subspace.
Yeah, that's because in the One Punch Man, they always use the kanji akukan. They don't use the kanji, the other one, chokukan, I think, or that's what it's called. I literally talked about it multiple times in my post. In One Punch Man, every time a hyperspace or a subspace is talked about, they always use the kanji akukan, which translates to subspace.
Yeah, that's
But
actually
That's actually
worst for the cosmology because the subspace is just a subset of a space. So
I
yeah.
know, but again, subspace sometimes can be higher dimensional, but that will need a lot of context. And then again, mm, we know that Blast calls that dimension a higher dimension. So that should, at the very least, imply that the dimension in question is higher than the normal universe.
Yeah, maybe like even if I will not make an argument against it, you will just have to say it's like for special dimension at best. It's 4D.
Yeah, that's what
Uh,
I'm saying. It's at best 4D. The space-time
that's
continuum, however, will be 5D because it contains that hyperspace and along with the 3D universe and stuff.
actually not necessarily because you will have to prove that the hyperspace is not outside when it's stated to be outside of the universe and the causality of the universe. So
Yeah, I'm actually against that idea. I'm not saying that hyperspace is outside of the universe. The universe, I think, is in context to space time in the manga, which is, I think, they're implying. A lot of people think that it's talking about the entire space time continuum, but I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that the hyperspace outside is implying above the main universe, which is the 3D universe, like all of the planets and stuff. It's above that universe specifically.
I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of strange enough of an argument. I wouldn't say 5D. Like it will need a lot of more context. Mm,
Technically, there is a lot of arguments in DC for out reversal. Like there's more out reversal arguments for DC than even Dragon Ball.
yeah. Well, again, I don't believe that canon Dragon Ball Super is autoreversal. I just don't think.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about
No, no.
Dragon Ball. I'm
I'm
saying
saying in
that.
general. I'm saying in general. In
Oh,
general, like
yeah. I mean, in general, I don't also scale Dragon Ball to out reversal. In personally, I do believe it is out reversal, but I just don't scale to it because again, I can't defend it.
hmm. Well, again, the problem with the Outer Versal Dragon Ball that you will have to go to great lengths just to grant Outer Versal, and you will be faced with a lot of contradiction and justification that you can justify. Again, like you can maybe if you are very good at debating, but that don't mean you're saying the truth.
That's the thing about debating. Like, if you're just better at than debating than someone, you can technically just convince them that the afterlife is fucking out reversal or the DC universe is high out reversal and etc. But the thing is, at the end of the day, that won't change the actual fact about the dimension in question, the verse in question being out reversal or 5D.
Yeah, again, debating yeah, like debating is necessary because like you have to confront your idea with the opposition, but again sometimes people just use that to push some agendas that can like are to a stretch, like you hear them and it's not like a normal argument that you hear the argument say oh it makes sense. So yeah.
I scale Featherine to 5 dimensional at best. I know that she's scaled to out reversal and stuff, but I still haven't seen a single scan or a statement or a feed that suggests that.
Yo Jazzy,
It was good.
what are you doing?
Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
No, why you playing duels?
Bruh, I gotta play Yu-Gi-Oh!
That
Bro.
game is cursed. It's cursed. That game.
Bro, I'm at Legend rank. I'm trying to get to King of Games rank.
Yeah, yeah, it's cursed. They will steal your soul.
Nah,
Jesse, if
that's
you wanna,
that's IRL Yu-Gi-Oh!
Jesse, I
No,
was
no, no.
asking if you
That
wanna share
game
your
is.
screen, I can do it.
You said what?
I was saying if you wanna share your screen like the Yu-Gi-Oh gameplay, I will gladly share it.
Hold on.
Yeah, he definitely is. The Reddit is not defeating anyone in DC Universe unless the universe caps at the strongest characters in the universe caps at star level. Yeah, he doesn't. That's the thing.
Let me see on Discord if they see something. No, no, no.
Where do you scale feathery? Not that question.
Bro, this
Below
agenda
you
needs
be.
this agenda needs to be stopped. Like Hadron is not fucking human level.
She's just human level.
Didn't she like fucking transcend space and time? Like was fucking threatening to destroy it?
I transcend space and time.
Yo, Cadex. How would Reddit even scale to the? Again, that's presupposing that he scales to it in the first place. N- It's not necessarily a black hole. I don't know why a lot of people think it is, but it's definitely about the dead zone sucking everything. Pause. But no, it's not a black hole. And I'm not saying he does. Like he does not actually scale to the dead zone. Jesse, someone is asking you a question.
What? What say you were not baking. You were not baking with me on your guild, man. Give me your dual ID right now, bro. We can run it on dual links. Let's go. Run it right now.
Yeah, but the thing is, the creation feat and destruction feat are two different things. Like, take a fucking building, for example. You can create it in fucking months, years, but you can fucking destroy it in a fucking day.
Oh, it was a long day for me today.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. She's the closest thing to a god in her verse.
Yeah, like a god that scale to like wall level. Yeah, yeah,
I don't know about that.
yeah. It makes sense. Like you can say that Mike Tyson is a god among men. You can say that. So yeah, wall level for Federer. Oh, Nico is a dream girl in Iceland. Yes, yes. If only I had the time to actually take a camera and start recording. I will do a lot of video, but like I just don't have the time.
Can you describe what are the properties of a fourth dimension? Do you even know how what
Machine
a
properties.
hyperspace is?
Yeah. The problem of the dead zone is the same I have with the hyperspace for OPM. There is no proof of the size of the dead zone. Like you can say it's like the only like maybe in Toei you can try to scale it, but on the canon of Dragon Ball, we know it exists because there is in the data book, but only going by the data book and the canon, it scales nowhere because we don't have a size for it. So
I
it's
mean,
a nothing burger again.
yeah, but I already said size doesn't necessarily matter in a context of dimension, higher dimension. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think they like it's matter a lot for the volume of the higher dimensional axis. If you can prove like the higher dimensional axis is in fact significant, then like The white chess domain has no concept of time, space, and transcendent limitation is a realm that is conceptual. Yeah, yes, yeah. But again, if you dream it, you don't mean it exists. Like I can dream of outer versal realm, but it doesn't mean I am outer versal.
I mean, in the Sonic universe, there's a dream realm. What do you think about that one then?
I really don't know what you're talking about. Like I never heard of it. I
What
did
Uh,
of
what are
Sonic. I
what are they
just
talking
play the
about? They
games,
talking
so I don't
about
give a shit about the scaling.
y'all still debating Federation.
I think I posted it in the Discord. Let me just
Federation, but it gets slammed by base Joey Wheeler.
I'm back.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Yeah. What is Celestian God saying? Like no,
It's
no,
like
it's not outer versal. It's not outer versal.
I don't know
Stop
what
it.
this.
There is no outer versal in this fiction. Like how in Federine, how it is called. There is no outer versal. Mhm. Yo, I still remember
yeah.
when like
when like
comic curator
No,
was like
curator was
I
like
threatening
yeah,
of
I just pinged you.
suing you.
Yeah, I just pinged you to the scans of Sonic Universe's version of Dream World. It's called the Imaginary World in Discord. Uh,
Dream,
uh,
what are you talking about? Cthulhu mythology?
no, I'm talking about within the Sonic universe.
Oh, you
There is
talking
a
about
realm.
imaginary?
Yeah, imaginary world. It
Because I
also
heard
includes.
dream. I heard dream world. I'm thinking, oh, either we talking about Cthulhu. Oh yeah, Azathoth Solos.
Yeah, some people call it Dream World, so I just went with it.
Yeah, Azathoth Solos.
Well, it
well,
says
it
like
says
a
like
fourth
a
dimensional
fourth
world.
dimensional world.
Like so extra dimensional worlds. Yeah, but again, the imaginary world is a place that gather from all the dream across all the people. Like the dreams made real. So again, it's still a
Still
physical
a
thing that
physical.
exists in the cosmology. So it's not the same thing.
Yeah, so that's what I was actually confused about because why can it? I'm saying if it can be the case for Featherine, will you change your opinion on it?
Maybe if I see context of it actually being like dreams that becomes real and powered by and become real because they are powered by something like the context of Sonic. Maybe yes, because dreams
Because
becomes
dreams
real
becomes real.
because they are powered by outside forces. So again.
Henry
And the
Cavill.
place
The
is
place
directly
is
called a dimension. Like it's stated, this place exists, is a dimension. It's not like just fantasy. It really exists in the
really
cosmology. So again, there is context.
Yeah, outer meta for Sonic is way better than any Mario outer meta. Yeah, that's I agree.
Bro, the only outer meta people can only use for Mario is Paper Mario, and that shit's radio.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
haven't even seen. I haven't even seen any decent Mario outer Mario meta like aside from the Paper Mario.
Talking about Paper Mario, and what's this gonna do to get him past Goku? Anyways,
Yeah, I repeat, one of the few verses that I consider outer versal outside of Super Dragon Ball Heroes, that is like low outer, is the most blatant low outer I ever seen, is Warhammer. Warhammer is like
that is like
the most blatant outer versal that there can ever be.
what about Ben 10? Like it also has infinite dimensions within it, like actual conceptual infinite dimensions in context to spatial dimensions.
Ben 10?
Yeah.
Wow. I was like stopped at 26 dimensions.
Yeah, the thing is, there are some comics which are actually canon. In those, one of the comics, it says that there are infinite higher dimensions. Technically, there is beings from incalculable dimensions. That's which implies that there are infinite dimensions.
Oh well, that's not bad.
Outer is technically arguable if you consider the forge of creation is conceptually or like above the fucking universe, like transcends everything.
Like if you
Because
can if you can prove it, yeah.
lie, but that's the thing. You need to prove that.
Then there is no point of talking about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Otherwise, it's at best high hyper to low outer reversal.
Low outer.
I mean, technically, high hyper and low outer are this exact same thing. Just that high outer
Mm.
has more high out
Ah,
high. Sorry,
ah.
low outer has more into it.
Oh well, like I said, I encountered very few verses that are full 1A, fully 1A, not like low outer or something. Very few.
I mean, aside from DC, Dragon Ball, and Marvel, and maybe Ben 10, if you again think the Forge of Creation is out reversal, I don't see a single verse in fiction that is out reversal.
What am I?
Don't say it, bro. Yeah, I could.
Again,
I could say
I
it.
don't know about that verse, so that's why I said I don't see any. What was the name again? Can you like type it? I'm gonna check it out.
I'm gonna type it on the general chat.
Sure.
I even post a scale on this server, but it got deleted by someone. So okay.
Oh, Warhammer. No, I actually have no fucking clue about its cosmology.
Yeah, basically you have the base universe. The fact that when you read the books, basically you come to a point where a character just compressed all the infinite higher dimension of the universe in a single point. And then you have the literally gods of the universe that base themselves upon a set theory of infinite higher dimension. So you have the singular universe, the whole universe is infinite dimensional. Then you have the warp. The warp is on a separate dimension that view infinite higher dimension as infinitely small and transcend them for like 4 or 5 4 layers.
Then yeah, then it's fucking out reversal if it's just above the infinite dimensional universe.
They basically like the universe has infinite higher dimension. The warp, the lowest layer of the warp has infinite higher dimension, and each layer basically saw the lower one as infinitely small and basically almost as fiction. Like you have literally books of even the lowest ranked demons of higher layer that can warp the lower reality like they are warping a book. So yeah.
So yeah, I think yeah, that will justify the out reversal scaling for it.
Plus the layer where all the gods resides is stated to be formless, without form, beyond causality, beyond time space, without concept, and beyond human comprehension. So
Where do you scale Star Wars? I am not actually into that because I actually never fucking seen it.
Kingdom Hearts 5D.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts can be 5D, but
It says
unless
Infinite Universe is the same reason for the neutral space of Dragon Ball. It's the same reason. Same reason for the neutral space.
yeah, yeah.
Star Wars, like if you want to wank, maybe outer versal. If you like want to literally say, well, I scale the way I like, you can say outer versal.
And
If
again,
you want to like scale in real life, solar system, multi solar system, for
I
the
mean,
high
I
tier.
I mean, I see the our actual universe as at least 4D, because again, it needs to have a fucking space time.
No, no, I mean the character. I mean like the character themselves, like
Oh yeah,
Palpatine, Luke.
I mean, he does says that Sonic was in the game. Sorry, game
Yeah,
Sonic was in the movie. So it doesn't if those crossovers are actually canon, then technically it will make the Cosmology 60 of Kingdom Hearts.
because not necessarily because that will be a second continuity Sonic, like
Yeah,
And
the
that can also be the case. That can also be the case. It can just
like
simply be the case
in
that he's a
Kingdom
different
Hearts,
version.
we know that all the characters that appear are like parallel version of the character.
Yeah, so basically, they can be just different versions of those characters. What the fuck? He can grab hyperspace gates. I'm never gonna go over the fact that a lot of people think that this kills somewhere. I don't know unless you can like give me a source that says those that Sonic was the same Sonic. Man, I think the stream is getting fucking boring. Fucking AI. SpongeBob is Tandy? Wait, what's the source of this?
Bro, 10D and 6 destroyed my baby.
What? Bruh. The fuck is Yeah, I already fucking answered this. I mean, mm, like, what did this, like, SpongeBob destroyed the entire 10-dimensional universe or something? I do remember SpongeBob destroying the entire universe, like, just pulling it out, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was higher dimensional universe, just the base universe. then I don't think it really fucking counts because no one. I don't think then SpongeBob scales to it. Man, it's getting late. I think I should end the stream and like it's fucking getting boring. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. I'll just be ending the stream. I may stream tomorrow again, but I hope fucking everyone is active. I mean, you said SpongeBob is 10 Ds, so I assumed you were talking about SpongeBob. Yeah. Anyway, see you all guys next time. See ya.
Alright.
Bye.
Mm.
Mm.